Hello, my friends. I'm wearing a red shirt like last time. It's different red, though. It's a polo shirt. The other one was my Liverpool You'll Never Walk Alone shirt. That matters. It is June 29th, 2059. We are here to see what happens to Josh Doler. His contract with Man City is supposed to be up tomorrow. Let's go see. After we do this, we're going to look at who the best potential ability player was. But we got to get a sense of closure with Josh Doler. Let's go look. Come on. Be retiring. Oh! I love you, Josh. Thank you for your support on Patreon. But you in Football Manager 2008 are killing me. You've signed a 4-year deal. On June 6th. Again, apparently June 6th is the day Manchester City signs new contracts. He's up to 10.5K a week. Oh, they won the league. Not this season, the past season. They've had a good run. I just want to look here at the coaching staff. So, second highest paid, just straight up coach. This guy's so much better. Okay, Courtney Peacock. I'm not saying Josh isn't good, but he's not motivating. I guess that's the 20 attacking. He must handle attacking and technical, and that's it. And that's it. I mean, to be fair, it's 3.5-star reputation. I'm gonna go vacation 4 more years. It's gonna take me all day. Let's see what happens with Josh. I didn't think it was gonna end this way. Let's put it that way. Josh Doler is retiring. We have an official date, my friends. I'm so excited. But I have to vacation for another year. So let's go do that. And then we're going to find out who the best prospect was. Hang tight. Here we go, my friends. Retiring tomorrow. Josh Doler. Let's take one last look, shall we? Attacking's actually dropped, I think. So 19 attacking. 13 tactical, 17 technical, 11 working with youngsters. What a career. What a career. I mean, I'm just kind of blown away. PSG for 11 years. Lille for 7 months. Man City for, what is that, 13 and a half years? No landmarks. Okay. I guess it's just personal landmarks. You don't have coaching landmarks. That would have been nice to have, lads. Come on. Let's see what Man City's done while he's been there. 2051. He helped with the resurgence. Won the league 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. He's going out on top. Or wait, no, that's not this season. Oh, it is. Okay, they're also this season. Top of the Prem. They have won it all. So he said, hey, won it 3 times in a row. Won it 3 other times. I'm good. I'm calling it a career. So let's just make sure he actually retires. I actually ended up removing pretty much every league except for the Premier League because I figured he wasn't going to leave and it was helping up the processing speed. So let's just make sure he's disappeared. And then I'm going to go back to when we had all the players. He's gone. Josh Doler, the last man standing. Oh, he's still... He retired. Okay, but he's done. We're not looking anymore. Let's go back now and find out who the highest potential ability player was. I'm so excited. All right, here we are. The first way we're going to look at this is using the editor to just look to see what their potential ability is, because that's the only way to get the actual number, because in the editor, which I'll show you here in a second, like the separate piece of software, you can give them a specific ability or you can give them a range. And we did ranges on all of the players. So again, this is your last chance to, in the comments, let me know who you think the highest potential player was. Are you ready? You might need to pause because I'm going to keep going here. Okay, Chris Askew. And I don't think this changes as time goes on. Their potential changes, but not their potential ability, right? Or maybe we need to go back. I don't have the first episode saved. Huh. Wait a minute. I was wrong. I had it saved onto my home NAS, my network area storage. We've gone all the way back, my friends. July 17th, 2017. Here we go. So this should be where their maximum potential ability was before anything changed. How we started. And then I'll show you the editor. I'm going to have to pause in the middle of this because I got stuff I got to do. But let's go look here. We go to edit, attribute details, potential ability 153. This is out of 200. So the ranges, when we gave range, like in the editor, and I'll show you, you can have ranges between, like one of them is 150 to 180 and the other one is 170 to 200. So Chris asked you 153 potential ability. So, I mean, at the bottom end of what was capable in that range. Okay, Chris Carpenter. 193! It has to have been Chris Carpenter. It has to have been, because the potential ability range on the other range was 180 was the max. So Chris Carpenter was our gem, was the man with the plan with the maximum potential ability. Do you think he maximized that ability, or did some of his career moves not work out? I am surprised by that. Let's look at Josh Doler. 175. Okay. All right. Jason Duncan. So that's the top, closer to 180 there. Jason Duncan, 169. Kind of like right in the middle. Well, 2/3 of the way up. Hino. No, Hino. There we go. 164. Okay, kind of in the middle. Zebu Nation. 153. He had a ton of caps for 153 potential ability. A ton of caps. I've got to go do something. I'll be right back. All right, and last but not least, okay, Kim Hansen. $156. Interesting time, my friends. Let me pull up over here. This is the editor that I used, and you can see it shows all the changes, right? Because the default when you create a new player is they get like all 10s on everything, and except like the composure is 1, which I thought was strange. And that may not even be right because it's been so long since I set it up, but it just shows the recent changes. But like you can come in here to Jason Duncan, and under player data general, it shows you this is the potential ability range, 150 to 180, right? I don't know if you can hear my kids screaming in the background. That's fun. So 150 to 180. So let's just go, since we know, whoops. Oh, it's at the bottom. It's showing all the changes because oh goodness. Hold on. There we go. Because I used it inside another modified database. So that's why you saw all the changes there. But Chris Carpenter, we can confirm he was our 170 to 200 player. That is a bit surprising to me. That is a bit surprising to me. So let's take it back over to Football Manager, and then I'll pull up his profile in the future. We'll see, okay, what happened there. Okay, so it's year 19, 2036 was the last time we had everybody together. And why is that? Because Chris Carpenter retired. So he got up to 110 current ability. I guess we could take a look at that for each player. Okay, so his maximum ability was 193. He only reached 110 of that. Was it staying too long at Southampton and kind of getting stuck there and not getting developed? He got games though. So I wonder if does it change based on where you're at, or like does your age draw your ability down? So maybe we should go a couple years earlier in the future. We'll take a look. But I want to look at, this is the last time they're all together. So let's go look at all the players to see what their ability is. Okay, 100 for Chris Askew. Josh Doler, who went on to coach forever, 113. Okay, Jason Duncan, backup keeper for Arsenal towards the end of his career, 124. Highest thus far is Jason Duncan. Hanno Gudmundsson, who was the Olympic coach for the U.S. team, 119. Okay, so right there with Jason, 124. Is that the new leader in the pack? Kim Hansen, 124 current ability. And Zebu Nation, 127 with the 59 caps, 5 goals. So let me go back, 5 or 6 years, to when they were in their 30s, maybe hitting more of their prime, to see if that changes anything. And then we're going to wrap this up and we'll talk about the next upcoming experiment. So don't go anywhere. Okay, so I can only go back 4 years because I don't have the save files from further back. I kind of saved the first 3 years and then started deleting as we went, because once an episode went live, I knew I wasn't going to go back. Okay, so 31. Okay, yes, much higher current ability, 140 for Chris Askey. So it does change with age, but you would think 31's a pretty good time, making a lot of money. Okay, what about Carpenter, who was our highest potential? 144. All right, Josh Doler, 146. Do I hear 147? 148? Anybody? Heino. Oh, we'll go back to Jason Duncan. I skipped him. 141. 159 with a potential ability of 169. Makes sense why he was picked up by Arsenal. I wish I could go back a little bit further when he wasn't a backup, because maybe it would have edged just a little bit higher, but he was at close to his maximum capability. 136, not bad, out of 156 for Kim Hansen. And then last but not least, Zebu Nation, 139 out of 153. So they all got really close to their maximum potential ability, and maybe a little bit earlier in the save would have been higher. But I'm interested in your thoughts on Chris Carpenter, because I think that's fascinating that he was the one with the maximum ability, but he didn't last nearly as long as some of the other ones in terms of their careers. So he kind of was like, I'm good. I made my money at Southampton. Deuces. We'll see y'all later. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I'm going to take this idea where we take patrons from Patreon and we're going to put them not into a 7-tier system. I'm just going to spread them around the globe. But how I'm going to do it is I'm going to find the lowest reputation leagues in the world and put them on a team on inside that league, the lowest reputation team of that low reputation league, if that makes sense. I'm going to put 1 on each continent and then 2 on Africa and Asia. So looks like right now we're going to have players in the Chilean 3rd Division B, the Canadian Soccer League 2nd Division, the Dutch Tweede Klasse Zondag K, the Liberian 2nd Division, the Zambian 1st Division, the Western Australia State League Division 1, and the Tajikistani 2nd Division. We're going to put these patrons, we're going to rename the players. I'm going to make them all strikers, because I feel personally strikers get a little overvalued in Football Manager. So we're going to, instead of having 1 at every position, because that would potentially change their career arc, we're going to make them all the exact same player, but in different countries, and see if they can get discovered and move up that way, or will they be forever stuck in, the worst reputation leagues in the world. So that is coming up soon on the channel. I want to thank my patrons on Patreon. We've got 7 people that are supporting the channel at the $10 a month or higher level, which is where I start plugging their names into various games and videos and stuff like that. So they're going to be the ones that we're using. That'll be coming out next week on Saturday in replacement of this series. So that's what's coming up next. Hit the like button. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Check out the stuff over here. We'll see you next time. Say adios or goodbye or whatever in your favorite language to our 7 kids. I thought this was a fascinating experiment, especially because a couple of them kept on coaching. So let me know your thoughts on that as well, and Chris Carpenter, and we'll see you next time.